office. All right, so good morning, everyone. We're so happy to have you here on this Thursday morning. My name's Debbie Morrow. For those of you who have never met me, I founded the Real Estate Agent Referral Network and Marketing Tips Facebook group not quite 3 years ago, and we're up to over 166,000 members, so that's exciting. What's even more exciting is that I watch business get passed back and forth in there every single day. You guys are doing a great job at sharing referrals and capturing those referrals when they're in your areas. I love it. So on Thursday mornings, we do this virtual networking. And the first thing that we're going to start off with is going around the room doing some introductions. And so I know it is a little bit smaller call than last week, but I want to try to get through the introductions quickly so that we can have our presenter and then get into our breakout rooms, which is what everyone loves. So if you'll just tell us who you are, where you are, what brokerage you're with, and how long you've been in real estate. And if this is your first time, please also tell us that. So I'm going to start. Lainey, I know you're driving. You're in my top left-hand corner. Can you start us off? Okay, so we're going to go Lainey and then Chris and then Wendell.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm Lainey Meyer with Monument Realty. I live in Frisco, Texas, which is a suburb of DFW, and I've been in real estate 7 years.
Excellent. Chris, Dell, Wendell, and then Emmeline.
My name is Chris Dell. I'm from Kansas City, and I've been doing I work for Berkshire Hathaways, and I've been doing real estate for 3 decades. And this is not my first time here.
Thank you, Chris. Wendell, Emmeline, and then Jonathan.
Yeah, my name is Wendell King. I've been doing mortgages for 2 decades, and I'm in the Atlanta area, but I service 26 states.
Excellent, thank you. Emmeline, Jonathan, Therese.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Emmeline Morris-Sayre. I'm with Remax St. Croix in the beautiful Virgin Islands. And I'm also licensed in Colorado. And yeah, I've been doing this for 26 years, and I've been down here for 7 and would love to take referrals. Anybody that wants to move to Paradise, I can give them the ins and outs.
Excellent. Jonathan, Therese, Sherry.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I've been in real estate now maybe 5-6 months, so I'm completely new to the arena. I reside in the Tampa Bay area, specifically St. Petersburg, Florida, and I'm with Compass. Nice to meet you all.
Excellent, thank you. I apologize. I didn't realize we had 2 Jonathans on, so yay. Let's give Jonathan Wetzel a chance now, and then Therese, and then Sherry.
Yeah, no worries. It's a fantastic name. It actually means gift from God in Hebrew. I'm sure the other Jonathan is aware. Anyway, I am Jonathan as well, and I'm a licensed agent here in Oklahoma City. And I am with a brokerage that specializes in investment properties. So as opposed to a traditional realtor selling homes to people to live in, we deal with investors who are looking to either perform a flip or build a rental portfolio. So that's the typical extent of our inventory, and that is what I specialize in.
Excellent, thank you. Therese, Sherry, and then Alita.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Therese. I'm in Huntsville, Texas, which is about an hour north of Houston. I'm originally from California, and I'm not a realtor. I actually have a nonprofit, and we specialize in financial education.
Excellent, thanks. Sherry, Alita, Lynn Fitzpatrick.
Yes, hello, my name is Sherry McGuire with Remax Results in Minnesota, and I'm a business growth and marketing strategist here to help you grow your business without spending more money on marketing or advertising. And you guys, let's say a big thank you to Debbie. She's amazing to do this for everybody, and she's built a fantastic group. So thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Sherry. Alita, Lynn, Glenn.
Okay, my name is Aleida Hockenberry, and I'm based in Houston, Texas. This is my first time here. Real estate, and I've been like really passive for the last decade, and since I retired, I decided to do a little bit more. So that's where I am at, kind of beginning.
Excellent. Thank you. And
Thank you.
this is your first time on the call, right?
Yes, it is.
Excellent.
Yes,
Well,
thank you
thanks
for
for being
having
here.
me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lynn Fitzpatrick, Glenn, and
Good
then Naveen.
morning. Good morning, Lynn Fitzpatrick from Los Angeles, California. Magic Mountain, Six Flags Magic Mountain to be more specific, but all of California, of course. It's my first time on, and I was so tired last night. I set the alarm for 6 a.m. because I was thinking Central, but anyway, I got up early. I'm done. Got an early start. What else did you want to know? Oh, I started when COVID began and the world shut down. Got my
Excellent.
first listing after about
And
2
Lynn,
weeks after that.
is this your first time on the call?
Yes,
Wonderful. Well, welcome.
thank you.
Glenn, Naveen, and then Stuart.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Glenn Chirulli. This is my first time on the call. I've been in business since 2002, a certified financial planner. I'm also a mortgage broker. And more recently, I've acquired my real estate license again. It's from 2009, I believe I'd given it up. But now I had joined with EXP. And so I've been doing a lot of referral business to other people in other states. And that's pretty much it. I'm from New York and first time. So
Well, welcome.
thank you.
Naveen, Stuart, and then Rezel.
Good morning, everyone. This is my first time on this call, so excited to join many more, hopefully in the future. I'm in Southern California, more specifically like an hour north of San Diego in a city called Murrieta in Riverside County. I got my real estate license last year with Fathom Realty, which is a cloud-based brokerage firm, but I worked in real estate in Canada before moving to California 2 years ago. So excited to meet all of you and learn from this networking event that happens periodically. So thank you, Debbie.
Excellent. Thanks for being here, Naveen. Stuart, Rezel, and then Trisha.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Stuart Pettimores. I'm from Vancouver Island and also servicing the greater Vancouver area in British Columbia. So the west coast of Canada. If you need any support in that area, then I can certainly forward you to somebody if I don't know, because I'm well connected. Been in real estate 17 years with Remax.
Excellent. Thank you. Rezel, Trisha, and then Stacy.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm Rizam from Philippines, and I was a networker also here in the Philippines. And currently, I am a freelancer and involved in virtual assistants. So, yeah, nice to meet you all.
Excellent. Trisha, Stacy, and then Jocelyn.
Hi, my name is Trisha. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I started real estate in Delaware, moved to Florida about a little over 9 years ago, doing real estate there. And am also going to venture out to North Carolina, Charlotte, where one of my children live, and I visit often. And the market is very productive here. So I was gonna dip my toes into that market, and this is my first time here. So
excellent. Well, thanks for being here. Stacy, Jocelyn, and then Natalie.
Thanks for having me. I'm Stacy Moffat. I am based out of South Jersey. I'm a local real estate agent here. We're about 5 miles outside of Philadelphia. I work with first-time home buyers, investors, pretty much everything with residential real estate. I've been in the business about 6 years, and I'm looking to make great referral partners for anyone looking to move over this area. I also have experience in mortgages, and I used to work in education as well. Well-rounded. But thanks for having me.
Excellent. Thank you for being here. Jocelyn, Natalie, and then Andrea.
Hi, good morning. I'm glad to say I'm not the only one on the west side joining this early in the morning for us. So I'm in Washington State. I am not a realtor or a mortgage lender. I'm a personal financial coach. So my goal is to partner with realtors and mortgage lenders who need to move people through their pipeline, but they're just not financially ready. So I help with the day-to-day. This is my second time on the call, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for hosting.
Excellent. Natalie, Andrea, and then Elise. Natalie, you're muted, honey.
Sorry about that. Natalie Mullenix with Realty Universal. We have a brokerage in Hawaii and Maryland. I've been in 38 years, so I'm really dating myself. But we've been building a real estate membership association with agents and brokers around the country that teaches agents and brokers how to implement real estate menu systems and programs in their business, which gives customers and buyers the options. So been here, I think 3 times now or 4 times. It's real. I love it. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for being here. Andrea, Elise, and then Scott.
Hi, good morning. So this is my first time on the call. I am a broker here in Atlanta, Georgia, right at the airport area. I've been doing this about 8 years now. Just launched our own brokerage this month. So just brand new opened. My old broker retired. So we're like, what are we going to do? So that's, we just decided to go on our own, and we have a little boutique firm right here at the airport.
Excellent. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I love celebrating with you guys. So that's really exciting. Elise, Scott, and then Carlos.
Hi, good morning. This is Elise Inman. I'm with Coldwell Banker, Howard Perry and Walston in Durham, North Carolina. It's about 20 minutes west of Raleigh. I'm in the Triangle area here. And I've been in real estate for about 5 months now. 4 months. And I come every Thursday, so I'm always happy to network. Most Thursdays I don't have a conflict.
Excellent. We appreciate you being here. Scott, Carlos, and then I have to go to the second page. Michelle.
All right. Thank you very much, Debbie. As always, happy to be here. Scott Eisenberg. I'm with eXp Realty. If you have any questions and want to learn about them, let me know. I'm in New York and New Jersey. New York focused on New York City, New Jersey, mainly northern New Jersey. And I'm also a real estate attorney. I have a practice for 19 years, and I'm an entrepreneur, and I love to give out referrals. And also, I don't mind receiving them. So thanks.
Excellent. Thank you, Scott. We'll go Carlos, Michelle. I'm sorry, Michelle Arnold and Arlena. Carlos, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Carlos Chan. I'm a realtor here, Keller Williams here in Sacramento, El Grove. I cannot show you my picture because I'm at work on the Human Operation Department, on-call counselor, as well as a realtor, security guard. And actually, I just wanted to network with people. I've been attending this group for approximately 3 times already. It's a very sort of networking. As I said, I'm with Keller Williams for 6 months. I'm looking for investors as well as referral for new constructions and assisting construction, putting a lot of stuff on my Facebook. Just trying to network. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carlos. Michelle Arnold, Arlena, and Jane, if you guys are in front of your computer, if you can turn your cameras on, I understand why Carlos can't turn his on. Any of the rest of the people who don't have their cameras on, if you could turn them on. And I don't see anybody that unmuted from the people I called. So Paulette, thank you for turning your camera on. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paulette Davis. I'm a realtor associate broker in In Phoenix, Arizona area, all of the metropolitan area. Been a realtor for 18 years. This is my first time on the call. During this 18 years, well, prior to, I retired from the city of Peoria, Arizona, after working there 22 years. And during the last 18 years of being a realtor, we have also had 47 foster kids.
Wow. Well, thank you. I want to say, like, 47 foster kids, that's amazing. So thank you for doing that, helping all of those kids. I know, like, I could see Jocelyn's face. She's like, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Wonderful. So let's see. Does anybody else who doesn't have their camera on want to introduce themselves? Constantine, I see that you just came in. Constantine, can you introduce yourself? I know she's got kids at home, so looks like she's running around. Andrea Sharp. Okay, you introduced yourself. So anybody else who has not had a chance to introduce themselves, want to take themselves off mute, raise their hand, whatever?
Hi, my name is Arlena. I'm about to head out the door pretty soon for a showing, but I have you on my earbuds. This is my first time and I really wanted to catch it. Next time I'm on, I'll have my camera on and give a better introduction, but I'm with Homestead Realty and I am in the driftless part of Wisconsin. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Constantine, go ahead.
I'm back. Sorry. I have my kids today because they are on spring break. So I was trying to clear my background.
Excellent. Well, tell us who you are and where you are, the stuff.
Yeah, my name is Constantine and I'm licensed in Colorado. Today is my third time I'm coming. And I am in Boulder County, but I work around too. I speak French. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I speak some African languages because I'm from Africa. I moved from Africa 10 years ago, not a couple of years, 10 years ago. So anybody that need French speaking agent, I'm here.
Excellent. Thank you. Jane, can you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, good morning. My name is Jane Hofoka. I am a realtor. I'm fairly new. I just got my license last September. So I'm pretty excited and nervous. And this is my first time on the call. I also have my kids who are home from school and I was trying to be quiet, but yeah. Hello, everyone.
So Jane, where are you?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Excellent. Well, thank you for being here. Anyone else who didn't get to introduce themselves that wants to do that? Okay, so I'm going to do two things. The first one is Ray. We all know and love Ray as one of our mentors here in the group. Ray has an announcement that he wants to make. So Ray, go ahead and we all know and love you. So tell us what you got going on.
Hey guys, my name is Ray. I'm based in Chicago. My wife and I run an EXP team out here. I've been in real estate for 30 years. And when COVID hit, I made some adjustments to basically a full-time real estate business coach. Started a podcast and started writing some books that are out there, such as The Startup Agent, which is behind me over there. So what I've done is I've created a 5-day challenge that will help each of you build your own personal real estate roadmap. We're going to talk about being seen and getting found online. We're going to talk about the right prospecting methods for you. We're going to talk about how you're managing your daily activities and what you're doing that's getting results so that you know exactly what to do every single day with 20% effort and 80% return of the results in your business. So it is a free challenge. I'm going to drop the link here. I would love for all of you guys to jump in and say hello. So thanks.
I'm so excited for this first challenge that Ray's doing. I can't wait to see the results that come from it because I know there's a lot of great results that come out of what we do here, and I'm so excited for it. Okay, now I have to, there we go, back and forth between pages. Our presenter today is someone that I've known in the real estate industry for a few years now, and she has a very unique thing that she does to help people get homes sold. I don't even know how to tell you about it. I'm just going to let Jen tell you about it. So Jen, I'm going to do one thing here. I'm going to turn this to speaker mode and turn the call over to you, Jen. Please feel free, you can share your screen if you want to do that, whatever. Jen Weiss.
Debbie. Thanks, Debbie. You're so sweet. And good morning, everybody. It's
a pleasure to be here. I'm not going to share my screen because I don't have anything really to share. It's just be more of like a discussion. But it's so funny, Debbie, that you say that you don't really know how to explain what it is, because it is difficult to explain. I think some people on the call are going to understand a little bit about what I do, and then some others may not. So I am a Feng Shui consultant. And what I do specifically for real estate agents is I help home stagers. So home stagers create beautiful spaces, beautiful homes, but when you add the layer of Feng Shui into it, this is when we're starting to bring in the subconscious mind of the buyer, not just what's physically in front of them, but like the energetic feelings that they might get when they come into the space. So what I do is I just add an extra layer to that home staging to make it that much more effective. So when people walk in, they say, oh, you know, this is really beautiful, but I want them to say, I feel like I need this house. That's what we're aiming for. And so that's what I do to help realtors when it comes to partnering with their staging partners. And Feng Shui really is kind of like, it's about balance in someone's environment. It's about harmony and all that good stuff. But when it comes to homes that are like reselling, the other thing that sometimes people might not really think about is homes that don't sell or refuse to sell, even if they're staged beautifully and they're on the market so much longer than they should. There might be reasons for this, and that could be one, that there is a strong predecessor chi in the house. So whoever lived there before, like, you know, the walls in your home and in your office are absorbing the energy of what's happening in that space. So if there was maybe a really nasty divorce or a serious illness or death or like some like crazy family dynamics, people, when they come into that house, like prospective buyers, they might actually sense that something feels off in the house. And they're like, yeah, it looks great, but I don't know, just something is like weird about it. And so a Feng Shui consultant can come in and do not just like a clearing of the space with like sage, but there's an actual serious predecessor chi space clearing that they can do. And it just completely wipes it clean. It feels like the house just took like a breath of fresh air, and the change in the feeling is palpable. The other reason why a home might not sell is if you have, this is the only example I can really think of right now. Let's say that somebody is getting a divorce, right? One wants the divorce, the other one does not. The one who does not might be so attached to the house, and so like they do not want to let this house go. So they're almost holding it hostage energetically. They don't want to move their stuff out. They don't want to do anything to help the process. And they're just holding on to that space, which is going to make it a lot harder for other people to come in and make an offer, because energy is a very real thing and it affects our sixth sense. And when people are looking at houses, it can just be like the smallest thing that makes them say no, because it's an emotional purchase. And so if that one thing is off, it's a real easy no for them. And what we want to do is remove any of that in that space and just make it a solid hell yeah. Does that make sense?
It does. Jen, I remember you saying something about like colors and stairs and how you can maybe divert, like if the stairs are at the front of the door, you can kind of divert the energy by doing something. Can you do some of those examples?
Yeah, so some of the examples, if you have people who are familiar with Feng Shui, these are going to be some serious no-nos, and I'll kind of talk about those. And then even if they're not familiar with Feng Shui, intuitively, people just typically don't like these in their house or these types of features. And I kind of made note here. So, okay, so if you have an older house and you have slanted ceilings in a bedroom, that is going to be a serious no-no. Because if you think about energy filling the space, let's think about it as being like a marshmallow. Like you're going to shove a marshmallow in this bedroom. wherever it's slanted, it's really compressed and really tight. And people who sleep in that space might encounter some pretty serious issues, like when it comes to like headaches or the inability to sleep, because the energy is like pressing down on them. And so when we come to staging, or if it's just a Feng Shui consultant coming in and just giving you some suggestions, we're going to fix that with uplighting to kind of lift the energy in those dark, tight corners. Or we can add some plants to really kind of add some upward growth, living energy. Chi is what we call it. So slanted ceilings is going to be a big one. Stairs that are aimed at the door, like you had mentioned, when you open the front door and there's just stairs directly in front of you, that, for people who are familiar with Feng Shui, represents like all of your abundance and all of your wealth just flushing straight out the door. Like the energy just runs out of the house. For people who aren't familiar with Feng Shui, when you walk into a house, the first thing you see is stairs. It's like automatically a challenge. It's automatically something I have to do. It's not a welcoming reception, or whatever you want to call it, experience. So when you have stairs facing the door, what you want to do is, and typically it's kind of like a tight space, that entry, is you can add a mirror to that space so that sort of expands and makes that area a little bit larger and seem a little bit more welcoming. And you want to put something beautiful at the top of the stairs, whether it's artwork, or if you have room for a small table and a bouquet of flowers. You want the person's energy to go to the top and feel like it's being invited to go up there, and they want to go up there. So you're trying to like draw their energy in without them feeling like, okay, I gotta like, you know, like it's just a challenge. Or even like with, you have the split levels, like there's stairs coming at me and then stairs going down immediately. You have like those split level houses. That's like a decision that people have to make as soon as they come in. Do I go down? Do I go up? You know, it's just not the best experience. And so you want to be able to draw the eye in the direction where you want them to go, and you want to make it beautiful, because that is going to be the first impression, and it doesn't need to be an obstacle. Another thing is going to be, if you have stairs that are situated right in the center of the house. So the center of the house is called the Tai Chi. So it is the center, everything else revolves around it, and it's closely related to somebody's health. So if you have stairs in the middle of their house, in their in their health area, this is creating a lot of unstable energy. It's like up and down movement. There's nothing very stable there to kind of keep it in place. And that same area is represented by earth, which is grounding, which is stability. And when you remove that and put stairs in, it just causes so much more unnecessary movement and instability, essentially. Houses at a T intersection. So if you have a house that's here and there's a road coming straight into it, those are difficult houses to sell sometimes, especially in a market where they have options. That is so much like, just think about cars driving right towards their house. That is so much fast moving energy just hitting their house constantly. So those inhabitants might find that they are constantly being bombarded with unexpected issues. There's constantly things happening that's taking them off guard. They're like constantly in a defensive mode, and it becomes overwhelming, and then they get exhausted from it. And the family itself can start to really have some challenges. So there are ways that we can alter that, and that would be for the homeowner, or maybe not so much a stager, but a homeowner to have shrubs that's kind of blocking them, or red flowers, or red fence, or anything red that kind of stands there, because red is a very auspicious, protective color in Feng Shui. So if you have that there, that's going to kind of energetically keep that fast moving chi from hitting the house. Or you can take a convex mirror, I think it's convex, the one that's kind of slanted inward. If you place that somewhere on the front of your house, or maybe like tuck it in a bush, or it doesn't have to be so visible, but as long as it's there, what that's doing is it's turning that road upside down. It's kind of weakening the energy of that road by making it smaller and turning it upside down. I know it sounds kind of woo-woo, but this stuff actually works. So these are some of the things that we're looking at as a feng shui consultant when we're talking to stagers. But it can also be, you know, lighting. You want all the lighting to be beautiful. You want it to all be fixed. You don't want to have broken things in the house. You want to have things organized, even pantries and underneath the sink, because their subconscious mind likes to see patterns and cleanliness. So we like the organized spaces. And we know that people who are buying a house will look in every nook and cranny of a house. And if they look underneath your kitchen sink and it's just craziness in there, or there's like water damage, they might think that that's how you took care of the rest of the house, or like what else can't they see? What else is hiding? So it's all these little things that we play around with when it comes to the subconscious mind and staging and setting a house up to sell.
Cool. Thank you, Jen. So did you guys get some tips perhaps from Jen that you could use when you're working with buyers, that you know, showing houses, you know, as if they walk in and say something about the energy or whatever? I just think that this stuff is so cool. I know Jen said woo woo, so some of it, you know, some of it does seem a little woo woo and we don't really understand it all. But I think that there's some definitely legitimacy here in the things that that she was saying, because I know myself, I've been in a house where I just felt, you know, not welcomed, or yeah. So anybody have any comments or questions for Jen?
Yeah, can I jump in, Debbie?
Of course.
Hey, Jen, so that is awesome. So recently I've read the Emotion Code. Have you read that book?
I don't think I have.
Okay, so the Emotion Code is all about trapped emotions in your body, where they're actually stored in energy. And there's also a follow-up book called The Body Code, and I can drop the links in here, but it's super interesting because the whole point is that things get trapped inside energy. And then there's a process to release things from that energy. And that's some of what you're talking about. Like, I'm a big believer in woo-woo stuff. Because I do think it's energy, but it's taken me 48 years to like figure that out, right? Working through all of my own stuff to have these open and honest conversations about what's happening with me, because ultimately we are the only thing that we can control. So if you're walking into a house and you have these opinions that you start sharing about the house or energy or things like that, what are some of the best ways that you have learned to communicate that with clients or people to help offer suggestions about thoughts, or, you know, maybe what's going on with the house or why they feel a certain way about the house? Can you share any of that?
So let me make sure I understand the question. You're wanting to know how we convey the information to the seller or to the buyer?
Either or, it doesn't matter, right? Like, a lot of people think the woo-woo stuff is
Yeah.
crazy, right? Like
Yes.
you're on another planet. So for somebody that may think that, how do you communicate with somebody that may not be open to that?
Yeah. So I think right now what we do is we pretty much lean on the realtor because they know their clients the best. And if they think that their client is going to be open to it, then they might tell us, hey, you can have this conversation with these folks. I kind of told them a little bit about what you do. Maybe you can just kind of give them a few little tidbits of what they can do to prepare the house, or for the seller. I'm sorry, for the potential buyer. Sorry, I just saw somebody come in. Anyhow, so we basically rely on the realtor to let us know if that's a conversation that we can have with them. Because the last thing I want to do is talk to somebody about this and then their eyes cross and the wall goes up and I just lost them and I sound crazy. So really that's kind of what we do. And then when we have the conversation, we're just like, hey, this is really exciting. I'm super happy for you guys, you know, in this next step. And then I just give them like baseline feng shui tips and information so I don't overwhelm them. So that's kind of how we go about that conversation. And then the other thing I do want to mention here real quick too is that if you ever have buyers, like, you can have a feng shui consultant in your area, or you can have somebody do it virtually. So if you have a feng shui buyer who says, you know, the floor plan matters to me, the neighborhood matters to me, the shape of the lot matters to me, you can get a feng shui consultant to do this stuff virtually. Because I will tell you an interesting fact. People, it's almost like dating. So when you say, I have a bad picker, right? I keep falling into the same bad relationships or whatnot because you're attracted to certain qualities. The same thing is true for houses. If I look at somebody's floor plan from where they're going or from where they are to where they're going, there are going to be some similarities between the two houses, and it's actually going to reinforce what they don't want or the challenges that they already have. And it's easy for a feng shui consultant to kind of pinpoint that for them and explain to them, maybe this isn't the best floor plan for you. Let's keep looking. I'll review each floor plan as you bring it to me, and then we can find one that really is going to offer you what you need in your life at this moment. And
very cool. Very cool.
I thought that was a
Excellent.
great question too, by the way.
I'm going to put this on gallery. Please go for it.
I have a 1960 house that's not selling very well because the floor plan is just bedrooms down the hall and the rest of the house is on the other side. The bedrooms are small. Master bath is just everything's in the bathroom, toilet, one sink, standing shower. So very small bathroom. So I've added light, I've added things like that. It's just like, if the floor plan's a floor plan, I just can't change the floor plan. And people are just like, oh, the bathroom's so small. I can't remodel it.
Well, and that's true. That is true. So then you want to work with things that are going to kind of help expand that space or make it feel a little bit bigger than it is. So if it's I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what the cabinetry looks like or the wall color or anything like that. But the lighter colors you use, the better it's going to be. Like you said, the more lighting that you have, the better it'll be as well. But you want to have as much light coloring as possible and nothing dark, nothing, if there are cabinets, no big cabinets, or maybe they can be like removed, or the sink could be more of a without cabinets beneath it, like a standalone sink, just anything that kind of opens the space a little bit more. It's a little bit challenging to speak to it specifically without seeing it, but these are just some of the suggestions that I would typically make without seeing it.
Okay, yeah. The
And as
sink
far
is
as
a
the
standing pedestal sink, but do you have a book or something that we could look at that you recommend?
Jen's going to drop all of her contact information in the chat so that anyone who wants to follow up with her can. And that might be just a quick conversation that the two of you guys have, offline. She could help you even more. Maybe you send her some pictures of it or whatever.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do that, free of charge. Just send some pictures my way through email or whatnot. I can take a look at it and just give you some suggestions.
And how do you feel about burying St. Joseph in the yard?
Oh, yeah. That's great. That's great. As long as it's done with intention and somebody really wants it to work, then, by all means, yes.
And then the little card that you read that comes with it, it says that the seller has to say the prayer and bury it, not the realtor.
Right. That is true, because it's the person's house. It's their home. So they need to take ownership of that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Excellent.
welcome.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Jen, for kind of opening our eyes a little bit to some of the things that are possible for feng shui while we're working with buyers and sellers.
Can I make one suggestion, Debbie?
Of course.
It'll be super fast. I know you want to get to your breakout rooms. I just want to say here real quick, as a suggestion for the mortgage folks who are online, I know sometimes you like to host classes for agents and so forth. You might want to find a local feng shui consultant to kind of do that. Anything that's outside of the box is going to bring people to these classes instead of the typical credit and, things like that. So anyways, I just want to say, doing feng shui classes usually brings a lot of people in, and it's just kind of something fresh and new to offer. That's it. Thank you, everybody.
Idea. Excellent. Well, thank you, Jen. Great ideas. So everybody knows how we do this now. I turn off the recording.